One of the cardinal sins. One of the cardinal sins. Did not get any water. Do not have any water with me. I'm gonna need some water. If I'm gonna be speaking on this, I'm gonna need some water. That's first and foremost. Who is JT Sports? 1016? Yikes. My brother. My brother, things have changed. My brother, things have changed. Let's make sure I don't touch these. Speak on this first. Alright. Let's let folks matriculate in here. Before I get started, I might get some water first. Low key, I might have to get some water. What's up? Oh, y'all already in here. Y'all already in here getting the hype. What up, Eric? What up, Connor? What up, Panthers Rule? What up, Jay Evans? Goated. West, what's good? What's good? My man's name is Carolina Panthers. What up, Christopher? I'm going to call you Chris, bro. Been watching for a couple of years. What's up? You know, I appreciate the support. All that, brother. My boy Keep Pounding Cat Nation, what's good? Cam, what's good with you? T. Thompson, what's good? Jesse, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, y'all. So, first off, I'm going to get to this preview, my predictions, and what I think is going to be happening in this game against the Raiders. I think this is a low-key sleeper game. This could be a game where it's actually exciting. It won't be one of those doom and gloom games. And please trust me, please believe me when I say this. There will be plenty of opportunity for me to talk about doom and gloom games for our Panthers going throughout this season. But this is not one of those games. This is not one of those games that is that's doom and gloom, or it's like obviously something bad might happen, and it's not even one of those games where it's like obviously something good's gonna happen. This is one of those games where honestly anything could happen. And the most you can really say about the matchup, I guess in the broadest terms, is that you just don't know what's going to happen, or just you don't know what one team really has, and that one team is us. It's really hard to predict what's going to happen when we haven't seen just about half of what's going on with this team is brand new. We haven't got to see any of it in the preseason, and even though coaches and whatnot try to hold on, I'm watching football. What's my controller? What's my remote at? Hold up. Can y'all hear that? If y'all can't hear that, I'm gonna just have this football game. I won't play it. I won't play it in the background. Okay. So, step one. All right, cool. All right, cool. I got it. All right. Did my... Yeah, I think my chat froze. Yeah, my chat froze for a second. Okay. Yeah, that was real weird. See, I was just going on and on, but for some reason the chat froze for me. But yeah, we're good now. I'm trying to change my TV back to the HDMI. I was watching a little football before I got on. I don't 100% agree with college football going on right now. I don't know if that's what the plan should be for real. But if it's gonna be on, you feel me? If it's gonna be on, then you may as well look at it. You feel me? You may as well see what's going on. I'll let you know in a second, my brother, Christopher. Less than 24 hours. What's the deal, bro? Need more content? Hey, I've been putting out some pretty steady content lately. It's just that the last couple days, I think, when was it? When did I go out there? I think it was Wednesday. From Wednesday to like the middle of Friday, I was at the beach. Yeah, I was at the beach. One of the Brodies had a beach house for the whole week. And I went there for the last like couple of days of that. Kicked it with him for a bit. But yeah, I just couldn't make anything for the past few days. And I was thinking about it, I was like, man, I really could try to get this video recorded and all this other stuff, but I had so many other videos that I was recording and putting up, and I would have either had to miss out on kicking it for a little bit, or be editing or even shooting out there, and that was going to happen. I wasn't bringing my camera out there, and I wasn't going to just sit there in a room and be editing for a long time, you feel me? So, yeah, I just said we're going to be grinding this season anyway. I'm thinking about, tomorrow, what I'm thinking about doing is, since I obviously can't show the game to y'all, I might just live stream, like, me casting the game as it's going on. So, what I'll probably try to do is, when the game's on, I'll just be giving my thoughts on it. I might try to have a timer on the screen so I can, like, say, this is from 15 minutes down to 0 for every quarter. Don't know if I'll do that, but it'll just be probably just be a live thing of me casting, reacting while the game is going on, and see how that goes. If that does pretty good, I might do that every week. I might do a live casting every week. 40 plus points on the offense, maybe. I was watching some Raiders fan pages on YouTube. I wouldn't even do it. But yeah, think the defense will shock people tomorrow? I think if you're asking that, the defense might shock you, but it might not be in the way you're thinking, my brother. I mean, it's possible. We'll get to talking about Henry Ruggs. What the big question is Henry Ruggs. The Raiders do have old boy who played for the Eagles last year, Nelson Aguilar. I don't really know exactly what they're gonna get out of him. And then, with Damon Arnett being, he was limited for two of the practices in the past couple days. I'm not sure if he's full game go or if he's questionable or doubtful, any of that. I think those are the main two things. How good is Nelson Aguilar now? Can Aguilar catch? Can Nelson Aguilar actually catch? Because if he can actually catch, because he's not a problem getting open. Aguilar can get open. He's not the best route runner, but if he can actually catch now, that could be an issue. And exactly what's going on with Damon Arnett, because I want to get those are the bigger questions for me, because, well, they're the bigger questions, but not the biggest points to make, because the things that are the bigger points to make aren't even questions, you feel me? They aren't even big questions, because I know what's going to be happening, you feel me? I know what's going to be happening. I think we were top 2 in, I think, sacks, and we were top 3 in interceptions last year. But if you look at the stats, if you actually look at the game logs, you'll see that at around week 8 or 9, those numbers came down a bunch. So we had a bunch of sacks and interceptions in the first half of the season. In the second half, those tailed off hard. So it was like the first half of our season was really carrying those numbers, and it didn't really matter. Getting sacks is cool when teams are passing on you, but when teams are running the ball down your throat for 15 yards a pop, I ain't really worried too much about sacks and interceptions, because they ain't gonna help me. You feel me? Those things really ain't gonna help me when boys are running the ball down our throats. You feel me? So it is what it is. So I want to get to that in a second. Colin Coward. Yeah, I don't know who said Colin Coward in my chat. Yeah, never type that man's name ever. That dude, he's worse than a joke. He's worse than a joke. But he likes being contrarian. I think Colin Coward just doesn't like Derek Carr. I think the thing is that he just hates Derek Carr. That really could be it. What up, John? Sleeping on our D-line? Yeah. But be our best player on defense? Yeah. That's really the biggest question for me, is just what does Nelson Aguilar look like right now, and Damon Arnett. Although I think Damon Arnett's going to be straight. I'm going to go through the injury report, and then I'm going to go through these matchups and whatnot that we have. That we have. And I think we all know what the biggest ones are, right? We all know what the biggest question marks, the biggest places to start for this game are. So I'm going to talk about that real quick. You just found out what a Bowberry biscuit is? Oh, I forgot to show y'all. Okay, hold up. That's what's up. I got a surprise. I got a really dope surprise that has to do with Bowberry biscuits coming up real soon. I think y'all gonna like that. I have a couple other big things I got planned for this season. Is Abram getting overhyped? I don't know. Because overhyped in general, or is he going to be overhyped in a matchup against us? Now that's a whole different question. You feel me? Those are two very different questions. So we gotta be careful with overhyped in general. But I think I'll have a decent game. I think he's going to be pretty all right. Honestly, I think he'll be all right. A slight feeling our secondary is going to be okay this year. That's cool. Coming out to CLT in a week and getting like 12 Bowberries. Actually, the 6-pack of Bowberries are actually really cheap compared to like what you think. I'm pretty sure it's only like $5. I think it's like $4.99 for 6 Bowberry biscuits. That's crazy. That really is crazy. But hold up. I'm going to get some water real quick. I just realized I started this stream with no water. I'm gonna put y'all on this injury report page, and that's gonna be the first thing we talk about when I get back. But yeah, I need to get some water real quick because I'm gonna be talking for a minute. I'm gonna be talking for a smooth minute. So hold up. Let me slide all this. Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah, that's straight. That's straight. Actually, no, it's not. Let me do this first just so I can get it done. But yeah, I gotta stay hydrated. You feel me? That's what Coach would say. What's the pick and score? Let me break the game down first. I'm gonna break the game down, tell y'all what's going on, how I feel about different matchups, and then I'll talk about the score and who's going to win and who's going to lose. Because explaining why, I got to explain why first, you feel me? I got to explain why. Hold up, I'll be right back. Alright. Whew. Oh my God. Let's go. Alright. Been streaming 10 minutes. Already left for a strong 5. It's going to be a great one. Alright, y'all. So, looking at the injury report we got here right in front of us, I think it's real easy to tell that it's going to be an issue because, check it out. What were our two biggest problems actually, you know what? This is actually our... Y'all tell me. Where would you rank the offensive line play? Like, where would that rank for you in our biggest problem last year? For me, I think Run defense has to be number one. Run D was very bad. I don't know if it was, well, outside of quarterback play. I think quarterback play is number one for sure. But I still think even with Cam, with how bad the defense was at stopping the run, I think we only win like maybe 8 or 9 games last year. That there's not too many quarterbacks in the league who overcome that bad of running of run defense. If you're bad at stopping the pass, maybe you can do something. But stopping the run is a hard way to live. I'd probably say run stopping, then quarterback. But then I would go, if you can leave out quarterback play, I'd probably say the O-line was second. Cam couldn't throw because Cam hurt his foot. So, yeah, he couldn't throw because he was out and had a Lee Frank injury. But either way, the O-line play, specifically at left tackle, was bad. Our center play was not that great. We had issues everywhere but right tackle. Left guard wasn't too bad. Actually, left guard wasn't too bad. There was a little bit of, some question marks there, but when the left tackle and the center are both bad, it's kind of hard to tell exactly if it's the left guard's fault. I thought right guard was pretty straight. People kind of turned on Trey Turner kind of weirdly to me. I don't think he had a great year, but I don't think he had a bad year. Probably just not so good for what we've come to expect out of Trey Turner. But I would say he's still one of the better right guards in the league, right? One of the better right guards in the league. Yeah, the turnovers really hurt us. But the big thing for me is that Dennis Daly is for sure out. Dennis Daly, who was listed as the only left guard on the depth chart that first came out, is not playing. So we're going to have a backup in there. Is it going to be Tyler Larson? Is it going to be Michael Schofield? It's Michael Schofield. Okay, I thought I saw Larson at first on the on Twitter, but this site right here, the actual Panthers site, says it's going to be Schofield. That's cool. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. So Schofield being in there is straight with me. 4 to 6 sacks tomorrow. 6 sacks week 1. Maybe, my brother, maybe. Was Trey coming off injury to start the year? I don't think so. If it was an injury, it was pretty minor. It was Daryl Williams. Daryl Williams, who was our old right tackle, who I think, didn't he start at left tackle, got moved to left guard, and then got moved again. We tried moving him so many different times. He was coming off injury, and it's so sad too. He's in a situation where he was looking to get paid. If you'll remember, before the 2019 training camp, before that offseason, he was in line to get paid big bucks. But then the Panthers, he got hurt at the end of the season, I'm pretty sure. And the Panthers said, look, you can go out there, you can test free agency if you really want to, or you can come back here on a 1-year deal, like a prove-it deal, and he try to do what you can, my brother. It's one of those things where you get hurt. You could have made so much money if you stayed healthy and just had an average year. Gets hurt, is part of a bad O-line, doesn't get to have his old spot back, and he just looks so much worse. And I'm pretty sure he got cut during this preseason, than the cuts that happened a week ago. I'm pretty sure I saw that Daryl Williams got cut. It's sad news. What up, Monty? Yeah. But that wasn't Matt Khalil. That was Ryan Khalil. What? I don't know. Was Trey coming off injury though? Trey may have been coming off injury, but I'm sure that wasn't bad. That wasn't big. I think the big injury was Daryl Williams, and he underperformed by a lot. When you rebuild, do you do certain positions? I feel like you do. Yeah. When you're rebuilding, I think you have to focus on certain things. You focus on what your biggest spots of need are, or if you're in the draft or it's a really good free agency period for a lot of guys in the specific spot, then you probably try to do something there. But the big thing about this free agency was that our team on offense was straight except for O-linemen. Like, skill positions, You have Christian McCaffrey, whoever your backup's going to be at running back, probably ain't touching the field too often, and he's definitely not going to have that much responsibility. So it is what it is there. Tight end wasn't as important. I think Ian Thomas is good. And if you work on Chris Manhertz being able to catch the ball, you'll be all right there. Receiver, we made our receiver core even stronger by adding Robbie Anderson. Honestly, I think even past that, you were straight. Just adding Robbie Anderson, he's going to be our fourth receiving option behind C-Mac, DJ, and Curtis. You feel me? Unless, unless we find out Teddy Two Gloves like pushing that ball down the field, it really could be a different situation. We could be looking at a whole different situation if Teddy says, I want to push the ball down the field, and our best deep threat is Robbie Anderson. Let's not, that could happen. So Robbie Anderson may not be our fourth, but still, no matter who you bring in after him, whether it's Brandon Zylstra, even Omar Bayless, any of these other dudes, Seth Reynolds, or Roberts, these guys at best were going to be fifth options. And then that's if you don't count Ian Thomas minus his injury, if we were going to scheme him into the pass game a little bit more. So we'll have to see how that works, but our receiver core was already good. It only made sense to focus on the defense in this rebuild period. I just kind of wish we would have focused a little bit more on our secondary. Yeah, Brandon Zylstra. Yeah. I like what we're doing on the D line. I'm basically banking on us starting. Hold on, let me see this real quick. Greg Little had full practice. Yeah, everyone's full. Questionable is Stephen Weatherly and STO. I'm pretty sure they're going to be straight. They are limited, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be straight. Plus, they're both backups. But Stephen Weatherly is, I would say, lower tier starter material on the edge. You'll be the Panthers' 10th option. I ain't gonna lie to you, Monty. You might be farther up than you really imagine. You feel me? If we had Christian Miller, too, nobody could tell me shit. I feel you. Oh, look, when you consider what he's had to deal with in his career, Robbie Anderson ain't said a word yet. If you look at what Robbie Anderson had to deal with his whole life, it was not a pretty sight. You feel me? It was not a pretty sight. And then just being on the Jets in general is bad life choices. You just get stuck on the Jets. The biggest problem for me on the depth chart or on the injury report is Dennis Daly. Michael Schofield should be straight, but it is a little bit worrisome that, well, no, I don't think he plays left guard, actually. I don't think he plays left guard. That's all right. I'm cool with that, actually. But the biggest question for me for the Raiders is how good Nelson Aguilar is going to be. Because if they have Henry Ruggs and Nelson Aguilar, who are both productive on this team, that might cause a problem because I am still not sure about what we're looking at in our secondary. And I actually don't have a problem with Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr is actually a pretty decent quarterback. I think he's had some kind of worse teams around him, and he's had to learn different offenses. I'm pretty sure all but like 3 or 4 times, and there's probably like 2 or 3 times in his career, he keeps getting different coaches or different offensive coordinator. The Raiders haven't had that much, consistency with their coaching staff in a long time. Stop it. What you mean? Yeah, I think Aguilar is garbage too. I think Nelson Aguilar is garbage. You feel me? I think he's trash. I think he's butt cheeks. I think he is probably one of the worst. But I've seen dudes get a change of scenery and start to switch up. I've seen dudes switch up with a change of scenery. I saw a dude who's going to the Eastern Conference Finals. He wasn't doing that at a different place. Now, was it his fault? No. What was he Nelson Aguilar level? Of course not. Never. But I have seen dudes have different playing styles and have different tendencies once they move out of a certain situation, if you feel what I'm talking about. So Nelson Aguilar, there is a chance. and he's not a bad. He's not like bad at running routes or has bad speed. The problem is he cannot catch. So I'm looking to see what he does. You feel me? Zay Jones. I don't have a big. I'm not worried about him at all. Pretty sure he went to ECU, played for the Bills. I think what was it 2 years ago? He had that situation where he was in that apartment building off the Zoinkies. I heard dude was butt naked running through the lobby and shit. That was kind of crazy. Dude was bloody, like trying to jump through windows and shit. It was kind of scary. But Zay Jones was a beast for ECU. I'm pretty sure he went to ECU. Amari Cooper is kind of an example, but only a slight one, where he did bad with the Raiders, had a good a great half a year with the Cowboys, and now he's back to his being inconsistent ways, where he looks like a top 6 or 7 receiver in the league at home, but away he has garbage dog meat games. It's really hard to gauge exactly what Amari Cooper is on the as a whole, because he is kind of inconsistent. Pure poop otherwise. Dante versus Ruggs is, look, y'all tell me. I'm gonna answer Ishan's question real quick, and then y'all tell me this: who wins the Dante versus Henry Ruggs competition? Who wins Dante versus Henry Ruggs? But how do I think Troy's gonna play? I think Troy will be all right. I think Troy will be pretty good. It all depends on if he's the one who's guarding Aguilar. I think he'll be straight. I also have to think about what exactly we're doing at linebacker, right? I want to know who our doesn't say here. I want to know who our starting linebacker is. Have they announced that yet? Have they announced what we're looking at linebacker? I've been looking at this for a minute, but I really have to know what we're doing. Dante wins against Ruggs? Okay. There it is. But what about Chin? Yeah, Jeremy Chin is the other question. If he's playing safety, then I have a problem with our linebacker core. I just don't know if Jermaine Carter is an every down starting linebacker just yet. I think he's good. I think Jermaine Carter is actually good, but I see him as being one of those top tier backup rotational linebackers, and not like I wouldn't even put him at average NFL starting linebacker. You feel me? I wouldn't call him a good enough linebacker to be in the game for 60-70% of the snaps. I think he works well with like 30-40% and then situational kind of snap shares. I like that a lot more for him. But Jeremy Chin answers 2 questions. Look, Jeremy Chin would be a good linebacker because he plays safety. He's a box safety anyway. He can cover. And if Jeremy Chin is playing an outside linebacker spot, then we're already in nickel. You feel me? He's already the 5th defensive back. So you don't have to bring guys in and out. You don't have to have Jeremy Chin playing strong safety and then a guy like who? I mean, take your pick. Corn Elder? Is STO going to play the nickel? I don't know exactly who we have on the roster right now who can actually play the nickel. That's a problem for me. Yeah, Jermaine Carter is not great in zone. Isn't Tyre Whitehead starting? Yeah, Tyre Whitehead is starting in the middle. He's going to be the Mike, but Tyre Whitehead is worse than... Tyre Whitehead's not good. Not good in coverage. He is great against the run. Tyre Whitehead is one of the best in the league against the run. But he's also one of the worst in the league against the pass. So it's like, you need someone out there. I think Shaq Thompson is a good coverage linebacker. He was the guy who, although it was Captain Munnerlyn, he was the guy who we kept out there and kept Captain Munnerlyn out from being in the nickel. This was 3 years ago, I think. 3 or 4 seasons ago. I think it was 3 years ago, where Captain Munderland actually left a practice. He was getting mad. Dude was getting pissed because we were just saying, Shaq, you can just stay on the field during passing situations because we just cannot trust Captain Munderland. And Shaq's a good coverage linebacker. He's not like one of the best coverage linebackers, but he is. I think he's good enough, definitely good enough to stay out there. I say he's above average. I wouldn't say he's one of the greatest. I wouldn't say he's one of these dudes who's going to lock someone down or shut anyone down or whatever. But I would put him at just above average. Jeremy Chin is probably the best choice. But if we don't have Jeremy Chin playing linebacker, then I have much more questions. And then you have to get to, that's a whole half the field. You feel me? That's half the field that you're already good on because you're looking at having KK and Brian Burns on one side. Then you have behind them Tyre and Jeremy Chin. That whole half the field is pretty much locked down for the run. And we saw what have y'all heard of Josh Jacobs, right? Hey, y'all heard of Josh. I don't know if y'all ever heard Josh Jacobs. Do y'all know who Josh Jacobs is? Wait. Hunter Renfrow. That's wait, OnlyFans, my fault. Oh, it's our last. Here it is. No, we're not even talking about Hunter Renfrow yet. Because we don't have to even get to Hunter Renfrow. We don't even get to Hunter Renfrow because before that, I don't want to get to that yet. Don't want to get to that yet? Let's talk about it. Because the bigger question is, when we're talking about whether or not Jeremy Chin's playing the outside linebacker spot, who's playing the nickel, and who's playing strong safety is, do y'all know who Darren Waller is? Miles Hartsfield? I don't know. Probably not much. Not gonna lie to you, probably not much. Not a whole lot. I wouldn't even think I don't have confidence in him being a high impact player just yet. It's kind of hard to say I have 100% faith in these guys with no name who have looked good in a training camp where there was really not much practice. We don't get to see them in preseason. What I'm doing is giving everyone a blank slate minus Dante Jackson. His slate just cannot be blank. I need to see something out of him. Dante, he know how I feel about him. I know either he be watching, someone tell him about me. I don't know, but someone he know how I feel about him. Most of these newer guys get a blank slate from me. I'm not gonna say they're good. I'm not gonna say they're bad. I need to see something. I just can't go off of for some of these guys who've just been here for training camp. What am I gonna say about Miles Hartsfield? He looks good in practice. He looks good he looks good at being a second string safety / maybe a decent running back in training camp. I don't know, bro. I really can't say for guys who I haven't seen and guys who really would never be starters on other teams. I can't say, yeah, I have faith in them right now because they're Panthers. I gotta say, let me see what they can do because I do not know what they can actually do right now. And Miles Hartsfield's one of those dudes where you get a blank slate. Let me see what you do, and I can talk about it. Josh Jacobs, aka Derek Brown's lunch. Hey, I hope so. But yeah, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, isn't he a YouTuber? Hey, Cam was a YouTuber for a minute. You feel me? But yeah, Darren Waller is a problem. Hey, Darren Waller is a problem. All right? If you don't respect Josh Jacobs, that's cool. But you better respect Darren Waller. Who do we have who's covering Darren Waller? Because it's going to be a strong safety. It's going to have to be a strong safety. Jeremy Chin at the outside linebacker spot. And Darren Waller looked good at the back end of last year. Hold up. I'm going to look up his stats real quick. Because Darren Waller was actually mad impressive. There was a time when Darren Waller was the only tight end you could really look. Well, there was two tight ends you could really look at in DFS. And Darren Waller was one of them. I mean, just look at this. I actually did not know he did this last year. I'm actually mad surprised that it's this. I know it was like this. You feel me? I did not know it was like this. But can y'all see this? The man had 1,145 yards as a tight end. Now, only 3 touchdowns, but that's not what you're really worried about because they just used Josh Jacobs and some of their other pieces last year. They weren't going to use him to get a bunch of touchdowns. But 117 targets, 90 receptions for 1,145 yards, that's an issue. All right? That's an issue. Averaging over a first down per catch, and he don't miss. Okay? 77% catch percent. That's his catch rate. The man don't miss. You feel me? He really don't miss. So we can talk about Josh Jacobs, Henry Ruggs, whether or not Nelson Aguilar is looking good. But do we have an answer for Darren Waller? So yeah, it has to be Jeremy Chinn. Jeremy Chinn has to play at linebacker. Then the question is, if Jeremy Chinn is on one side playing linebacker and they line Darren Waller up on the other side, who's going to cover him? You're not going to cross-man that. You're not going to cross-man him coming across the field or whatever to cover the linebacker because that just leaves a whole half the field open. Then you have, and if you push the line, if you rotate the line to be tighter on the outside, then you have Shaq in the middle. That's weird. If you swap Shaq Thompson and Jeremy Chinn, their size, depending on where Darren Waller is, that becomes an issue as well. So it's gonna be what? Who has that many on YouTube? That's gonna be a problem. You feel me? That's gonna be a problem. So I think Darren Waller was a big problem. I feel like we're underestimating Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was good last year. Josh Jacobs really should have been the rookie of the year last year, or at least the offensive rookie of the year. They give it to a quarterback because he's a quarterback. Kyler Murray did not have a better year than Josh Jacobs. Okay? Kyler Murray did not have a better year than Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was a monster last year. Josh Jacobs was a monster last year. So it's gonna be a problem. You can switch that to a nickel look easy. Yeah, I'm talking about like after the offense goes ahead and lines up. Like say Darren Waller lines up on the left side one play and you have Jeremy Chinn already right there on the left side or playing on their weak side. Then the next play they line Darren Waller up to the right. Do you have Jeremy Chinn follow him? Do you just say, okay, let's let Shaq Thompson cover him? I think Shaq's good in coverage, but Darren Waller is one of the top tight ends in the league. So we'll have to see how that works. And you can't always have your linebacker cover him, right? You can't always have you can't always pick that assignment. Okay, whoever the linebacker is right here on the left side, you can make it the outside linebacker because Jeremy Chinn is an outside linebacker and he's a nickel, so he can play that spot. But you're not gonna ever have your free safety covering the tight end on the left side. This won't happen. It's a bad look. Just probably won't happen. So when he goes on the right side, are we going to have our strong safety cover Darren Waller? Are we just going to always have Shaq Thompson take Waller on that side? And are you going to try to swap sides when they already line up? Are you going to have Shaq and Jeremy Chinn switch sides on defense after you see what side Darren Waller goes to? That is a lot to invest in the hopes that it's not a Darren Waller play. If they audible away from it, then we made a switch that may not be advantageous to the defense. You feel me? Yeah, Kamara got his deal. Dalvin Cook got his deal. One other dude got a deal too. The Saints are fucked. I'm gonna be real with you right now. The Saints are fucked for the next 8-9 years. There is no way, bro. They have way too much money pulled into just this 1 year. They have to cut everybody. They're gonna be so bad. There's gonna be no quarterback, no O-line. There's gonna be half a defense. The Saints are gonna be so bad for a long time. Oh yeah, go ahead and like the stream. Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah. They're pretty much set. Burris can handle Waller, I think we're underestimating what Darren Waller can do. I don't want to disrespect our. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm saying the team is bad because we're not a bad team. You feel me? I think we're. I already saw that we disrespecting Josh Jacobs. I mean, y'all. Yeah. I hope we beat Josh. I think we'll be. I think we'll be able to handle Josh Jacobs better this year than we would have been able to last year. 100%. I think if we faced Josh Jacobs last year, it would have been a huge problem. He would have gone for $300 by himself. I think this game coming up, we should be able to do a really good job on Josh Jacobs, especially since running backs are more guys who need to get those touches. They need to feel those hits. Him not having a preseason, which most running backs don't really need a preseason heavily, but he's a second-year guy. You feel me? He's a second-year dude, so he may have needed to have a little bit more actual real speed, full speed NFL reps, even if it was just like, 9, 10, 11 plays per preseason game for the first 3 weeks. He might have needed that a little bit. I think a running back, a star running back who's that young, might need a little bit of time to ramp up and get into his real groove, you feel me, for him running the ball. So he may be able to get, contained to a certain degree. I think what Darren Waller does is very matchup dependent. I think Darren Waller is very matchup dependent. Also, the Raiders have a very, I like what you said there. That's actually a really good point, Callow. But the Raiders have a really fast passing scheme. They don't really let Derek Carr sit in the pocket too much. And I think that's because they don't really trust Derek Carr all that heavy. You feel me? I don't think Derek Carr is given the kind of freedom to just sit in the pocket, which this year could be a good thing for him because he has Henry Ruggs. But I think for the most part, it's a lot of quicker passes, and obviously the run game is what's really going on. We're just new. And the thing is, it's so much harder to even know how we're going to look. We have talent, but we see what talent in the wrong scheme has done for players. You feel me? I want to know what the scheme looks like. Even if, you can just say, yeah, we're going to be running 4-3. But, 4-3 isn't, that's what you're lining up in. You feel me? Are we gonna be a cover 3 team? Is it going to be cover 2? Is it going to be, what are we going to have Dante looking like? Are we going to be bringing pressure from the linebacker spot, from the nickel spot? Is one guy going to be playing off man and another guy's going to be playing press on the outside? What are the tendencies going to be? What does the team want our guys on defense to do? Saying 4-3 it's 4-3. It's a formation, you feel me? You can do a lot of different things. I really wish I got a chance to see what exactly Phil Snow wants to do with this group of guys. Yeah, Waller is huge and he's fast. Waller's a monster. I don't think people really don't look. I don't even blame people. People don't have to know about other teams' tight ends because the tight end is an unsexy position. You feel me? It's not one of those spots you think of. Oh, damn, a tight end did this. I didn't even know Darren Waller had what was it, 1,200 yards? Yeah, almost 1,200 yards last year. I just knew he was really good, and the only reason I knew Darren Waller was even that good was because I played DFS. I saw him getting big points. He was getting big numbers. He was on everyone's team who was cashing out. So I was like, hold up, Darren Waller, what's he doing with the Raiders? The Raiders tight end? I'll take a peek at it. And the dude was disgusting. He was disgusting. Yeah, my man is spamming it up. Hey, he's spamming it up. Hey, if y'all don't like the stream yet, my man T. Thompson got something to say to you. You feel me? He got something to say to you. What up, Tree? You know what I mean? Kind of dislike the stream. Yeah. You can relax for a second. Hey, give it 5, T. Thompson. If the numbers ain't looking right, you can get back to it. But give it a quick 5. We'll get back to the spamming in a second. But yo, should I have mods here? I feel like that's the first time I've ever had anyone ever spam anything in the chat. I wouldn't ban them or anything for that. I wouldn't even time them out for that. But I've never had any kind of negativity come to the stream. Even when that Falcons dude came to the stream, it wasn't really a problem, to be honest. It was whatever. Dude was kind of dude was just dumb. You feel me? He wasn't a smart guy. So, y'all pissing me off like the damn stream. Well, shit, hey, you heard it, man. But um, but yeah, I can't even see what the likes are at right now. That's all good. But yeah, I think we have a good shot. I think that it really does depend a lot on Dante Jackson against Henry Ruggs. They're both fast. I think this is a scheme thing. This isn't gonna be a mano a mano. We're gonna leave Dante on an island with Henry Ruggs. Let these two boys really go at it and see who's the better, who has more speed, who can really see the ball better. What up, Tree Fitty? Love the support, my brother. Love the support. Um, but I think that's gonna be more of a scheme thing. We may let Dante play a little farther off and shade some coverage over his way. I actually don't know what Henry Ruggs' best routes are. There are speed dudes who are good at stopping on a dime or comeback routes. It's like I always say it. I think the comeback route is Curtis Samuel's best route. He's fast and he can run in a straight line, but dudes who are really fast in a straight line, they really can sell that comeback route. There's some guys who work better in crossing routes like posts, skinny posts, that kind of stuff. I don't know if maybe Henry Ruggs is a streak machine. Maybe just goes straight and says, "Look, I'm running this go route. You better beat me in this race because I'm running. I'm sprinting." So I don't know exactly what Henry Ruggs' best routes are, but I have to imagine that we're not gonna leave Dante on an island. Hey, what is the love? Hey y'all coming out with the love. Hold up. Y'all really selling these likes though. Yeah, you right. Hold on. Let me get to the message real quick. My boy T Thompson. Hey, my boy said I'm gonna spam it up in the super chat section too. Nah, you ain't been annoying to me. Nah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I just said give it 5. I just said give it 5. It's all good. Like the stream though. Hey, do what the man says. Right? Put the likes in the bag and nobody gets hurt. Hey, as long as they liking the stream, man, ain't no one gonna get hurt. Just put the likes in the bag and we ain't gonna have no problems. You feel me? Then my boy Regime, that dude with the 5. What up, Shells? I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. What's good? What's good? Someone said, Jay Evans said, where's the hot, lonely girls looking for men in your comments? Hey, they going to be out here in a little bit. They going to be out here in a little bit, man. They going to be here, okay? Let them come. Let them. Hey, they just now getting off work at OnlyFans. They going to be here in a minute, okay? They got lives too. They got to support themselves. They got to finish their little stream themselves. They doing their stream. They going to come to this one here in a minute. They going to get here in a minute, okay? They going to get here. I don't know where they came from, though. It was literally like I hadn't made like consistent videos for maybe a month. Then I had like 2 straight weeks of being consistent. And after that, a ton of bots just came through. And they're all different accounts. I've tried hiding them from the channel, like blocking them from the channel. They're all different accounts. It's kind of annoying to go through and like try to block every single one of them. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You feel me? But yeah. They got work too, man. They got it's a struggle out here. You got to go from one job streaming on OnlyFans, then you got to spam it up in the comment section. You got to spam it up in the comment section. Oh yeah. Someone disliked. It's a hater. Also, bro, I always have someone who has my notifications on, who comes by the videos to dislike it. That's love too. What people don't understand is that in videos, YouTube doesn't really care if you like or dislike the video. Like the point is that you get interaction. It's about people coming to the channel, seeing the video and interacting with it. Dislikes don't do anything bad for the videos. All YouTube knows is that someone interacted with the video. The video moved you enough to interact with the channel. They said, hey, well, that's good content. If it makes you feel any kind of way strongly enough to click that button, it helps the channel out. It's only bad when the likes and dislikes are kind of even. Then it's like, it's kind of weird. Like, is it good content? Is it bad content? It's kind of hard to tell. But when it's like heavy one direction or the other, like even 112, like give me 400 down dislikes and like 2 likes on the video, it's still gonna do good. I promise you that it's still gonna do good. Oh yeah, if y'all Save your money from OnlyFans to get my dude Shells that money for the great content he make. Hey, he ain't never lied to you. He ain't never lied. Also, I gotta say this real quick. When I went to the beach, what happens with me, with phones, happened again. It happens every time. If I'm even near the water, if I'm even like in the vicinity of water, it's a done deal. I gotta get a new phone. I'm actually ordering a new phone after I am done with this stream. I gotta get a phone. Mucho pronto. My telefono had a date with the water. You feel me? With the playa. You dig? With the playa. That's some Spanish for y'all. So yeah, I gotta buy a new phone. So if y'all are actually donating to my Cash App, I can't see it. If y'all send me love on Cash App, I know some of y'all do that instead. If y'all have, I have no way to know unless I'm like actually on the website. So hey, it is what it is. iPhone. I know iPhones are waterproof for like 30 minutes. When I tell you, hey, when I tell you, it was a little bit longer than 30 minutes. Okay, it was a little bit longer than 30. Hey, it was a bad situation. You feel me? It was a bad situation. You feel me? So yeah. It's weird. It's a whole different thing. Wait, Shells, you do OnlyFans? For this new phone, I might have to. Hey, for this new phone, I might have to. Wait. I was looking up stats though. I was looking up that shit. But what was I doing? Oh yeah. So for the, you want to know my prediction for this game? I'm gonna tell you right now. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a real tough one because we have some really hard matchups in a couple spots. The first spot being in the secondary. Henry Ruggs, Hunter Renfrow, that's a problem. Darren Waller, that's a problem. The second tough matchup is the running back spot with Josh Jacobs. I think we can lock him down a little bit. But this is a very winnable game. This is a very winnable game for us. And the best thing we have going for us right now is that literally no one knows what we have. Everyone on this list, NFL.com, ESPN, SI, SB Nation, Sporting News, USA Today, Bleacher Report, they are basing these picks off of them just not knowing what we have. And I think that element of surprise, the element of not having that much film on players, is going to be big for us. Now, do I see this being a very high-scoring game? Yes. I can see this being a very sloppy game. I can see this being two teams who obviously haven't had any preseason, had a really weird training camp, a really weird situation with, seeing how guys play. You don't know the tendency is going to be or what they're going to do in a real game situation. I'll tell you this right now. Jesus. Like the comment, like the stream. Jesus. I'm going to tell you this right now. We don't score 40. Okay? We don't score 40. I can see this one going 31-28. Us in a very ugly game. I can see this being one of the games where we win late. But it's gonna be real ugly. Like you're gonna come off this win. Like, what did I just see? Okay, we got the W, but I don't want to see any of this ever again. I can see us getting burnt multiple times on defense on 3rd and long. I can see us getting beat on 3rd and long a bunch of times. I can also see Robbie Anderson putting in some work. I can also see C-Mac putting in some work. Okay? I think we're gonna try some things. I think what we're gonna see is some limit testing, and that might happen all season. I think this whole season is gonna be a lot of limit testing. So we're gonna see Joe Brady try some things. We're gonna see Phil Snow try some things. We're gonna see these guys say, "We know we think we know what we got in you, but let's see if you can do this." There may be some plays called where it's just Dante on Henry Ruggs 1v1. They're like, "Look, Dante, handle that man." They may do it for a whole series, just to see. There may be a full series where a whole drive where we're trying to let's look at something deep. First down, throw it deep to DJ Moore. First down, throw it deep to Curtis Samuel. See what we got. I can see a lot of things going wrong in this game. I can see this being some very sloppy football. But I think we win very late. I don't know if it's going to be a field goal for the win, but I think we do win by only 3 points. We're down 4 very late, and there's like a minute left. They just can't get it done. What? I stopped liking the Panthers after Cam left, but I'm not going to 6 feet them yet. Oh, I see. It's not that Cam left. It's that the team in the front office. You have a problem with the front office. Now, that's a whole different thing. Hold up. Now, that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Having a problem with the front office I can understand that. I can understand how you feel with, talking about Cam, talking about TD. Luke wasn't really a problem. Greg Olsen, though, you probably don't have to feel that way about James Bradbury. We just chose between James and Shaq Thompson. But I can understand that. I think the Raiders are 1-5 in the Eastern Time Zone with John Gruden. That's crazy. Yeah, I believe in Robbie Anderson. The problem I think a lot of fans are gonna have this year, maybe this game specifically, but this year, is we may see DJ's and Curtis's numbers go down. I don't think we see 1,000 yards out of DJ this year. There's just way too many mouths to feed that are actually good. You feel me? And Curtis's numbers going down is really a bad thing. He had 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. Those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. You feel me? But Robbie Anderson having 2 very fast receivers on this team, opposite sides of the field, is going to open up the inside a lot, which is why I want to play. I want to see DJ in the slot, and I want to see Curtis Samuel on the outside, personally. It's going to open things up for the tight ends, open things up for C-Mac specifically. So with there actually being real, viable, credible targets on this team, we're going to see a lot of guys get fed, and it's going to be hard to get everyone big numbers. Hey, whoa, relax. Hey, Tevin, relax. I don't want none of that. Yeah, well, too many times for me, even with the new regime. Yeah. Yeah, and I can see this game going either way. I think we win, but I can see it going either way very late. I think there's going to be one big late mistake from one of these teams. It's going to either be our defense or it's going to be Derek Carr. I see one of these teams making a big mistake late that ends up costing the game. And I think that's really what it's going to be. It's not going to be one team coming up really clutch late. I think it's going to be one of these teams making a bad mistake late enough to where it just screws their chances of winning. Is Ian going to be active? I'm pretty sure he's going to be active. I see Robbie Anderson dropping Teddy 2 gloves wobbly ass throws. Well, there it is. DJ Robbie was Trayvon Mullen and Damon Arnett. Yeah, Damon Arnett was, I think, limited. in the last practice. No, he was limited Wednesday and Thursday and was full on Friday. So he'll probably be good to go. But having a thumb and a groin could be a problem when you're a corner. You feel me? Depending on who he's covering. Depending on who he's covering. Same GM, yeah. True, true, true. A breakout performance tomorrow, Teddy Bridgewater. I don't see us having him hand the ball off like 8, or having him hand the ball off like 20, 30 times. I don't see it being a Christian McCaffrey game. I'm looking at this team to try to showcase and sell Teddy Bridgewater in a home game to open this up. Let's not forget, look, you want to win games, but the main function of a football team, of any team, any professional team in the world, is to make money. And the best way to make money is marketing. A good way to market your team is by winning, but a great way to market your team, or a great way to market your team is by winning, but another good way to market your team is by showcasing and highlighting certain players. We already know what Christian McCaffrey can do. Christian McCaffrey can only lower his status now. We all understand what C-Mac is. He's already in every single conversation. There's nothing he could do. He'd have to single-handedly win a Super Bowl 1 versus 11. You feel me? To really raise him up there. He can really only get, full season awards. What you really want to do, I think, in this first game, it's a home game, no crowd, but it's a really good chance to showcase Teddy Bridgewater. You feel me? Ban Eshawn? Hold up. I'm going to do this. Let's work with this for right now. All right. Y'all do what y'all do. You really want to showcase him and what he can do, and you trust him enough to be part of the reason why you win. I think coming into this season, where I was talking about at least, that I thought Teddy Bridgewater is a guy who's better than a game manager, but he's the kind of guy who won't win you games, but he also won't lose you games. I think this first game, you try to change that narrative. You say, hold up, Teddy Bridgewater is a quarterback who can win us games. Now, you feel me? Yeah, C-Mac C-Mac's he's gonna do what he's gonna get his numbers. No matter what, unless you spend your whole game plan focusing around him like the Bucks did, and that worked. The Bucks did stop him twice. They did stop him twice. But we still won one of those games. Well, he did pretty good the second game. But they did some good work on him, okay? The Bucks did some good work on C-Mac. It is what it is. But we still won the second meeting. And there aren't too many teams who can really do that. So I'm looking at a situation where you could try to play this safe and to say, okay, C-Mac, take us there. Let's do what it do. Teddy, we're going to have you throw these quick slants, these bubble screens. We may have some end arounds for Curtis. But I think we aired out this game. We probably do see Curtis Samuel run the ball, and we see a little bit of trickery here now and then. But I can definitely see this being a situation where we really do try to limit test. They are pissing me off. Damn. Alabama? What'd he say? Mr. Clean Ugly? What are the odds of a Teddy interception? Do you mean, do I think he's going to throw an interception? Or what are the actual, prop bet odds? Those are two different things. There's a lot of prop bets on this game. A lot of prop bets. He might throw one, though. And I wouldn't be too mad if he did throw one. QT0 said, I said we're going to go 4-0. And Shells wrecked me last week? Yeah. Yeah, because we're not going 4-0 in our first 4 games. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even this first game is a coin flip. This first game's a coin flip. Do we play the Cardinals week 4 or 5? Wait, that doesn't even matter, honestly. That doesn't even matter. But we could win this game against the Raiders and against the Chargers. Both have hell tight ends, by the way. Bucks is gonna be a toughie. The Bucks. Hey, you. I don't know if you know who the Bucks got in their team right now. You might not. You might not know who the Bucks got in their team. The Cardinals. Hey. We might have to win. We'll cross this bridge when we get there. Okay, we're gonna cross the bridge when we get there. All right. Yeah. But yeah. um. Staying clean, wash my hands, masked up, pray up. You ain't never lied, Mr. Clean. Who is our second cornerback? What a great question. What an amazing question you have just asked, sir. My answer is doesn't matter. My answer is, are they gonna do something? Probably not. I mean, once we go against some real teams we have 1 week. Look, we can say Nelson. I'm gonna put it to you like this: when we play the Buccaneers, it will not matter who our second cornerback is. I'm gonna tell you like that. When we play the Buccaneers, it will not matter who our second cornerback is. It's good to know. I'm thinking it's gonna be Troy Pride, but when we play the Buccaneers, it won't matter. We can probably get away with it this week. If Dante can hold Henry Ruggs and we are allowed to cover by committee in other spots, we could be good as long as we can also work on Darren Waller, who I think we haven't really taken seriously enough. If I'm just gauging off this stream, I don't think we actually understand just how good Darren Waller is. Darren Waller is a monster. Okay, Darren Waller is a monster. Second cornerback is a big question. Not one that you can actually gauge off of this first week of play, because we have some real demons on our schedule this year. We got some real demons on the schedule, and they don't play for the Raiders. We have a lot of demons on our schedule, and they are on the Raiders. This might be like the third or fourth in the bottom 3 or 4 games we play this year as far as quarterback and wide receiver talent, and they have some pretty good options. Talking about Henry Ruggs, Hunter Renfrow. I mean, Zay Jones has had some decent years on him. Nelson Aguilar, he's good. I don't really have much faith. I mean, Jonathan Abram, I think, is good. I think Abram's really good. LaMarcus Joyner, don't have too much faith in him, honestly. There's not a lot of people on the roster who I really have faith in defensively. Although the Raiders are a pretty decent defensive team, they have a guy who, I liked a lot, Cleveland Farrell. I thought he was going to be a really good player. But then again, I had no idea that the Raiders were going to draft him, 3rd overall, and we would get Brian Burns. There was not a chance on earth we should have ever gotten Brian Burns last year. We should have never even touched Brian Burns. You feel me? But then the Raiders picked up Cleveland Farrell. That was wild to me. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't look at it. What do you mean? I was being dead serious. Don't look at it. He better have his eyes glued to that Microsoft Surface, and he better be talking to someone about a route or a coverage or playing a game. He better be playing Flappy Wing or something. Flappy Bird. I don't know what it was called. That was a hell game back in the day. I don't care what he's playing. Bejeweled, Snake. He don't get the new games. You got to play the old games. You got to play the first generation Candy Crush. You can't Clash of Clans something. I don't know what you playing, brother, but you better just keep your eyes glued to the Microsoft Surface. Don't say a word to nobody. I don't want you giving tips, tricks, tutorials. I don't want to hear you talking about, hey, well, you saw what he did there. What the play was on this play right here. The man, the receiver, he started to run and then he changed directions. And when he changed directions, he ran that route. And then after he ran the route. Okay, and then he caught the ball. And then he catched the ball, and then he ran a little bit more. And subsequently, he was tackled. Is what it is. I didn't put you in timeout. I didn't do it. I gave some power hungry motherfuckers a wrench beside their name, and they gave you the boot. Hey. I am not responsible. Well, I guess I am. But I'm not responsible for any timeouts. I ain't doing it. Look, they was power hungry. They abused their power. they they saw they were on the Mount Rushmore. They got put on the Mount Rushmore and they got big heads. Oh man, I don't know who did it though. I don't know who did it. Eshawn, the one and only. Welcome back. Oh man. 6-0 if we get past the Falcons. Pride Junior. I feel like if you can't man them up and you have to run zone, then I'm putting Chin on the tallest receiver. Maybe. I mean, maybe, but that is kind of makes you're forced to play Jermaine Carter heavy snaps. And at that point, you go heavy on one side of the line. You take out either Brian Burns and Brian Burns and Derek Carr and KK or Derek Brown, whichever side they're on. I think KK and Brian are on the same side. I think it's Derek Brown and YGM on the same side for the most part, if I remember the depth chart right. I don't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure it's KK and Brian on the same side of the line. You put a tight end there, double team both those dudes. I'm gonna tell you this, Josh Jacobs. If you're gonna put Jermaine Carter out there at linebacker consistently, Josh Jacobs will eat. He's gonna run off tackle every single play, and he will munch. You feel me? Should I start Cam over Wentz tomorrow? Those are both bad quarterbacks to have in fantasy. But hold up. I don't even know who they play. Who do the Eagles play? Oh, wait a minute. You definitely play. I'm playing Carson. Hold on, let me do this. Who the Pats play? I would probably play Carson blind, honestly, even without knowing who Cam plays. Wait. Oh, the Dolphins? I'd probably still play Carson Wentz. It depends on what kind of league you're in. The rushing yard value that Cam has is pretty big, but the Dolphins do have a hell secondary. Honestly, the Redskins are ass. Hold up, man. Let me see this real quick. I want to see who the Eagles' second receiver is. Oh, wait. Is he back for real? Is he fully healthy? Let me look at this injury report. This is what I want to look at for real. Do not see Deshaun Jackson injured. Alshon Jeffrey's out? Wait. Play cam. Play cam. Game plan. Play cam. Play cam. Play cam. Play cam. Play cam. Yeah, 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 play cam. No, play cam. No. Play cam. Nah, bro, you want to play cam. First off, his rushing upside is very valuable in fantasy, depending on how that's scored in your league. But no Alshon Jeffrey for Carson makes me very worried. Because, like someone said, I believe in Rivera can have a pretty decent defense. I don't really believe in the Redskins, but I think that the Dolphins Patriots game has a little bit of a higher chance of being faster paced, because the Dolphins have a good offense too. The Dolphins have a pretty straight offense outside of the running back spot. I don't know who the Dolphins have at running back, but oh, they have Jordan Howard? Really? Look at Jordan Howard. Anyway, they've been pretty bad at managing the running back spot no matter what. But Devontae Parker is a monster. Preston Williams started to look good, I think, later in the season last year. You're looking at a situation where you could see there being a lot of points scored in this game. Let me go to this Vegas. Check the betting lines real quick. The line's at 42 for the Washington game. What's the line at for this New England game? Oh, it's right here. 41.5. Oh, wow. And they're 7-point favorites. Philly is 5.5-point favorites. I might go Cam. The line is the exact same. Yeah, the line's the exact same. Oh, they added FanDuel and DraftKings here. They didn't have this. They didn't have that last year. Yeah, they changed the site. Yeah. I probably play Cam there. Yeah, Fitz is good though. Yeah. Dolphins are probably starting. They definitely are starting Fitz. I actually like Fitz. He's inconsistent, but he does play good at the beginning of the year. He plays good at the beginning of the year. All the time. And he had a really good end of the season too. So, yeah, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him heavy, actually. Wentz 4 touchdowns. I just don't like him not having oh boy. I said his name too. Alshon. Not having Alshon Jeffrey is probably going to be a problem for them. I don't know what to expect out of the first year of seeing Ron's offense, but I can see them. I can see the Redskins run, or I can see the Washington team running the ball. If you're gonna start my man Dwayne Haskins, I can see them running the ball heavy up there in Washington. What's probably going to happen in the Dolphins game is the Dolphins are gonna pass a lot. They're gonna pass, and Ryan Fitzpatrick can throw that ball. Hey, he can launch it. He is not scared to let it go. So there could be interceptions. There could be very fast drives, which means even more time for Cam to run and pass. And I don't think they'll put the ball in harm's way too often because they don't have the receivers or the team really to do that. So it'll probably be safer passes for Cam. He'll be all right. Hey, T. Thompson, relax, my brother. Relax. They gonna do it. Let me look. Where are we at right now? Where are we at with likes? If it's like only 2 likes, then I gotta say, my man T. Thompson, he's spitting facts right now. You feel me? Relax, my brother. Relax. But yeah, if y'all here right now, like the stream, go and like it up. Haskins, because he has chemistry with McLaurin. Yeah, but that's the only receiver I think I actually have faith in right now, and they won't have a faster pace than the Dolphins. The Redskins will just not have a faster pace than the Dolphins. And I think the pace of that New England game can be a little bit better for Cam. Even with the same line, even with the line being at around 42 for both teams, Cam has a lot more upside with rushing, which can give you, 5, 6, 7 extra points. Yeah, Wes using that hammer. Yeah, Wes using that hammer. No, I hope Cam has. I hope he throws for 500 yards and 6 touchdowns every single game, but the Patriots lose. I want them to lose, but for no one to say it's because of Cam. I want him to get his numbers, lose every game. Everyone realizes he's back, he's healthy. He can go to a good team. Maybe he can. Where should he go? Where do I want to see Cam play? I don't know. Who'd have money to pick him up as a good team? Trubisky or Haskins, who to start, or maybe Tyrod Taylor. If those are your options, you better coin flip it. I know you don't. I know those are your options. I know you did not draft a team like that. If those are your options, you may as well. Actually, I heard that Trubisky is a sleeper pick this week. More so for DFS, but you probably don't want him in your fantasy league. But he's a sleeper. Apparently. I don't want to get too crazy. Yeah, I want Cam to win a Super Bowl, not the Patriots. Or, actually, with the Patriots, so Tom doesn't win without Bill, but Bill wins without Tom. That's what I want. I wouldn't be mad at him winning that there. He wins, gets his ring. Bill proves he was better than Tom. Tom wastes the Bucks' money. So does Gronk. I'm cool with that. No, he just asked about some fantasy help. I probably went a little too deep into it. I could have just said Cam. But I wanted to look at everything going into it because I would have probably said Carson if Alshon Jeffrey was available. Alshon Jeffrey being out, even with Deshaun Jackson being in there, I can't pick Carson. But yeah, we were on that for a little bit too long. Teddy averages 220 yards per game. That's like at about average level. Not great. That's at about decent game manager. Oh, you know what? I lied. Yesterday I really could have done a video. I could have made the video for this Panthers versus Raiders prediction and preview. But I won't lie to you. I got caught up watching the boys last night. I watched like more than half the season. That's a good show. That's a really good show. You feel me? That's a really good show. To start DJ Moore or Nelson Aguilar. Start Nelson. Every game of the week. For sure. Matter of fact, never mind. Let me not get... Matter of fact, start Trubisky and Nelson. You might want to, I would probably start my man, I forgot, old boy, played for the Bills, now a backup. But yeah, it's going to be a bad joke. But being serious, it's going to be a problem. I would not get too quick to start a bunch of Panthers receivers this year because I'm going to let you know right now, that ball's getting spread out. I would wait, a a couple weeks to see what the offense looks like, because starting just DJ or starting Curtis can get you into a trap where week to week we don't know who's going to be the main focus, and just drive to drive. It could be heavy for one guy, and then you see Curtis start to really get it going, and then you see Robbie get the looks. The Bucks D was trash last year. The Bucks have an underrated defense. Now, the Bucks have an underrated defense. They were plus the thing about that, there's context to that. When your quarterback is turning the ball over as much as Jameis Winston was, it's really hard to be a good defense. You feel me? Because you're always on the field. So the defense wasn't that, what the numbers they had wasn't that great, but the team wasn't that bad. When you have Jameis Winston throwing 48 different interceptions every other week, you're on the field for way too long, and you're gonna get scored on. You're gonna get yards put up on you. So just with Tom being there and just cutting the interceptions down by half, you feel me? Even if he gets 15 interceptions this year, which probably won't happen, Tom is not throwing 15 interceptions, but even with half the interceptions as Jameis threw, they're going to be a much better looking defense. You feel me? Yeah. Breeze or Murray? Murray. No, definitely Murray. Definitely Kyler Murray. That one is that's a trap one. Actually, honestly, if you have both of those are starter level quarterbacks for fantasy. I'm actually surprised you got both those. In fact, I have to just assume you drafted two quarterbacks. If you have both Kyler Murray and Drew Brees, it's either a small league or you drafted them way too close together. But Kyler has very huge upside running the ball. Kyler has very huge upside. So, I don't know. I would maybe look at Kyler, especially with D-Hop on the squad now. Hold up. Is this Saints game at home? It is. Oh, yeah, versus the Bucks? I don't know. I might still go Kyler. Those rushing yards just give you, they're just gimmies. Those points are just gimmies way too often. Then again, I can see that game being a shootout. Saints Bucks, that's a big one. You really can't go wrong with Drew Brees in the dome in a big game versus Tom Brady. It's all there for you to pick up. Okay, yeah. In fantasy, I'd go Drew Brees. In DFS, in a big game, I would go Kyler just to get away from, what's going to be chalk or what's going to be, well, those are different time slots anyway. But yeah, I'd probably go Drew Brees in fantasy. DFS, I would go Kyler Murray easily. Who has more possession time in this game tomorrow? That to me depends on our scheme. I don't know what we're going to do with Teddy. Are we throwing deep passes a bunch? Are we throwing very short passes? I don't think I would not be surprised if with Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller, the Raiders were able to control the clock. I wouldn't be too surprised if they have the advantage of the tight end. The big thing is that tight end advantage for me, because you can really dump it down so many times, just so consistently to Darren Waller that you can control the clock if it's not going to be Josh Jacobs. That's a big difference. I think we obviously have the better running back, but we're talking about all the ways you can control the clock. That tight end advantage is a big one for me. And I feel like we're going to be looking at Joe Brady really wanting to push the tempo of the game. I can see him wanting to test out a lot of things. I think we're going to try to go really fast this game. I don't see us trying to slow the game down, start slow at home. First time we're seeing our head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, our quarterback, Robbie Anderson, seeing guys in a new scheme. There's just way too many things going on. But at the same time, the defense might be just bad enough to let up a lot of quick scores. So it is what it is. Breeze rushing upside too. Yeah, he can get about 4 or 5 yards. He can get about 4 or 5 yards. Murray vs. Niners, week 1. Breeze the top 3 quarterback for me this week? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Gain some weight. Well, hit the like button. Hit the like button for a little bit of weight gain. How about that? Yeah, I don't blame these sites for picking against us. Like I mentioned, the biggest thing is that we're a huge unknown. No one knows what to expect from our team. And at the very least, they've seen what this Raiders team can do. It's not the greatest team, but they at least know about the coach, the players in the NFL. They've seen what Josh Jacobs did. Josh Jacobs, like I said, should have been the Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. They gave it to Kyler Murray because he's a quarterback, but Josh Jacobs had a much better year than Kyler. He just plays running back, and the NFL hates running backs. And not knowing the scheme on offense or defense is a big problem. That's a big issue for me. It's just a lot of unknowns for the Panthers. So I can understand why these dudes, they're not like sleeping on us, or they're not like, hating on the Panthers. I think it's just them saying we have no clue who the Panthers are, and it's like it's a huge coin flip for them. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went on for like 20 minutes I said it's going to be 31-28. Panthers scored late, and it's going to be, the game's not going to be won. The game's going to be lost because of a big mistake someone makes. I said a very close game that gets decided very late. But yeah, I think I went over. What's our line? The line is set at... Wait. This says Tampa Bay. Where are we at? I just buy. Here it is. The line's set at 47.5. Oh. I think I was right on it then. I said 31-28. Just over it. That's 59. Yeah. Actually, whoa, that's crazy. We have the second highest, third. Wait, 51 points in this Cowboys-Rams game? 51 points? Are you serious? Wait, that's just ridiculous. 51, 48, 41.5. Yeah, so we have the third highest line this week. 47.5. Yeah, it's going to be a high-scoring game. But yeah, but I think it's going to get decided late. I think it's going to be a big mistake that happens late in the game rather than like one of those, a hero drive that happens where it's one offense that's better than the other one. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know the color you are right now because I'm colorblind. Jesus. Jesus. Are you white or Asian? Relax. Yeah. Like Connor said, if you have to start Bridgewater week 1, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. If Teddy B has the potential to be your starting quarterback, then the quarterback spot is not what's going to win you your league. I'm assuming you went back-to-back running backs. Then you probably went running back, tight end, running back. Then you went receiver. Got the best defense, I'm assuming. Then went receiver. I don't know. You probably got your kicker pretty early, too. You probably got Greg Zuerlein. You probably got 2 good tight ends. I don't know. But if Teddy Bridgewater might be your starting quarterback, you don't even worry about the quarterback spot. Just worry about everywhere else. You're going to be straight everywhere else. Dante might get burned tomorrow, to be honest. Might be. might get burned. Yeah, he might get burned. That's not the word I use. I would not use the word might. But it's gonna be a mighty long time before we see him not get burned. Tell you that much. I tell you that much. What up, Jay? But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I might work phone work. Please turn on. Please turn on phone. Yeah, it's dead. I'm thinking about live casting the game tomorrow, so it won't have the actual game on my screen, but I will be live streaming during the game, live reaction, me, just talking about the game, whatnot, as it's going on, man, all that kind of stuff. Blitzball Champ said, "What's up? Enjoying your channel and content, bro. Panther fan here from Raleigh, North Carolina." I appreciate that, brother. I always say this when someone mentions Raleigh because it's very important. It's a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. It's something that I can't go without mentioning anytime anybody talks about Raleigh. Y'all can't drive in Raleigh. I have not seen a single automobile that has touched the road in the city of Raleigh, North Carolina, where the driver of that vehicle knows what he's doing behind the wheel of that vehicle. Tell you that right now, people in Raleigh they don't know how to drive. People in Charlotte are just reckless. They don't care about your life. And they can drive. They just don't care about they don't care about your safety. People in Raleigh might kill you. Never even see it happen. They keep on going with the day. They might hit you 2-3 times and never even notice. Can I have game sound? That's a great question. I think what I'll do is start off with the game sound. If the stream gets banned, I'll just start the stream again without game sound, but I'm almost sure that I can't. I'm pretty sure I can't, but I'll start the stream off with game sound. Tevin, you in Raleigh right now? Don't start that car up. This is prime time. 4 o'clock on a Saturday? They out. I'll tell you that right now. If it's not raining in Raleigh right now, they are out there. In fact, if it is raining out there in Raleigh, you best double stay inside. You better lock the door. Make sure the cars can't get inside the house, because they will. They'll find a way. They will find a way. But yeah. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have my pregame live stream. I'm probably gonna do that at 11 or noon. I might just make it a long stream and just go from noon till when the game starts, and I'll do my predictions first, then talk about our game again, and then just live stream through it. I might actually go off at halftime and then come right back after like the 10 minutes, 15, and then start streaming again. I might just eat on stream. I might just eat during halftime and then just have the stream going still. Get a mirror behind you. Yeah, it's that bad in Raleigh. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, you live in Creedmoor? That's kind of like living in Concord and going to Charlotte all the time. Except Concord's like 15 minutes away. Then again, literally everything is 15 minutes away from Charlotte. Like, doesn't matter where you live, you can get to Charlotte in 15 minutes. It's kind of wild. The keys to this first game: offensive line chemistry, stop the run, don't get beat on the deep ball. I'd reverse those. With the questions we have on offense, you're right. No, I would. Yeah, you're right. Because the Raiders do have a very fast passing scheme. short, quick passes. But with Henry Ruggs, they might let Derek Carr sit in that pocket for a little bit. They might, with Henry Ruggs and with Dante Jackson, they might let this man sit in the pocket for a little bit. Oh yeah, during the state fair, that's a dead mission. Oh yeah, if you don't know how to get to the game, wait, because it shows I can. He put me on the game. Oh, yeah, check out Reddit. In fact, how about this? I actually have it bookmarked because I know sometimes people will be wanting to find a good site. This is the site that Reddit went to because they shut down the NFL Streams subreddit. I will say this: if you're on mobile, don't use it. If you're on a computer, definitely have ad block on because have ad block on. That's probably the best way to find a good spot to watch the games. I always use buff streams if I can't watch on TV, if I'm just out somewhere and have my computer or whatever, or watch something else on TV, then I use buff streams. But yeah, if you can't watch it on TV, then that's what I would use. Yeah, NFL Byte's a good one too, for sure. But yeah, you definitely need ad block. If you don't have ad block, you better have ad block. Rasul Douglas getting burned as usual. I mean, look. All I'm gonna say, and all I have said about Rasul Douglas is, right now, he the best thing we gotta work with. You feel me? When you can't be a beggar and a chooser, okay? You really can't be a beggar and a chooser. When it really come down to it, the secondary is so bad. We brought back Corn Elder. Now do I have to explain anything else? A good team with a good secondary does not have a Corn Elder on the squad. At least not a Corn Elder who has a legitimate shot to actually touch the field on defensive snaps. I'm not so sure we won't see Corn Elder get on the field for defensive snaps. So when we got to pump the brakes a little bit. You feel me? We got to, Rasul Douglas might be the best corner on the squad right now. I want to go on the West Coast. What does that mean? I feel you talking about West Coast, watching TV, watching the games. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The game's going on at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's kind of stupid, bro. You can't be religious. You can't be a religious football fan on the West Coast. Who will be the biggest surprise for the Panthers in 2022? Michelle Obama. What's so bad about Corner Elder? He is wise beyond his ears. I thought Corn Elder had a pretty good camp. Let me ask you this. Do you want the Carolina Panthers to start Corn Elder at any position in the secondary? I'll let you answer that question. Us NC people see our team get beat on Fox every Sunday. Well, the Hornets don't play on Fox. Yeah, they don't play on Fox. Been watching Panther games at 10 a.m. for 25 years. That's way too early. That's crazy. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if I was on the West Coast watching football. Oregon's cool. The thing about watching Oregon football games is that it's always at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock my time. And then same thing for you watching Warriors games like 2-3 years ago. Like, you wanted to watch the games. Like, you really want to see these games. But they're on the West Coast, so they start at 10 o'clock and they end at like midnight, 1 a.m. So you really have to It's an investment of your time to be watching these teams. Our AQI right now is 477 hazardous. I have no clue what the hell an AQI is. What the fuckity? Oh, that's a fire thing? It's at 11, not 10. What do you mean? Well, if you live in Alaska, you got much bigger problems than football games. Although I feel like I heard like 5 years ago, people in Alaska or like the Alaskan government was like giving away land for folks to like just move out there. Like, please populate our state in these areas. Please, we'll give you free land. Just come out here and build your house. Or they're letting them live like property tax free and like something else free if you come through there for like 5 years. But yeah, I did hear about Oregon being on Mondo fire. Oh, air quality index? Yeah, that's crazy. I live in Denver. I'm a Panthers fan. It's rough. I'm actually from Pennsylvania. I like the colors on Madden. I feel you. I feel you. I was a big Chargers fan, like my second team. I was a huge like second team Chargers fan for the longest time, like early 2000s to mid 2000s. They had a stacked ass team, bro. Like LaDainian Tomlinson was literally my favorite player behind Jake Delhomme for a long time. LT was a monster. LT was a monster. Well, actually, there's also Mike Vick. If you say that Mike Vick was at one point was not your favorite player in the NFL, you lying. I don't care what you say, bro. I don't care what anyone's saying. If Mike Vick at one point or another was not your favorite player in the NFL, I don't want to hear it. I don't care I don't care what fan of a team you are. The Falcons, it don't matter, bro. The point, it didn't matter to me at all. Mike Vick, if you didn't like Mike Vick, if you didn't show Mike Vick some love at some point, you was a hater. Okay, you was a hater. We can't go outside unless you feel like you just smoked a pack of cigarettes. It's that bad? It's that bad? Damn. Score prediction: 31-28. It's gonna happen mad late to a not like a hero effort from an offense, but it's gonna be like a big mistake from one of the teams. Either our defense makes a mistake or Derek Carr makes a mistake. There's tons of proof radical groups are starting the fires. That's crazy. With the profile picture, that's something I took like 10, 11 years ago. And I just never changed it. I just haven't changed the picture. I could. Probably should, but I don't really care enough about it. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's been there for such a long time and I never had a problem with it. No one ever really said anything about it for some reason or other. I don't know why. No one ever talks about it. No one ever really brings it up. So I just don't even worry about it. $34-21. McNabb over Vic. I don't know. Maybe at one point, but I heard McNabb and T.O. are both some bitches. I heard a few things about McNabb and T.O. that I ain't like. Yeah, Vic was a Falcon. That don't mean nothing to me. If you're Michael Vick, I don't care what team you play for. Michael Vick could have played for, I don't even know. He could have played for Chapel Hill, and I still would have liked him. He'd been the first good player at Chapel Hill. Any sport. The first even half decent player at a Chapel Hill. Any sport. How do you think Carolina does in the NFC South? Honestly, I'll be surprised if we do better than 2-6. I see us splitting with the Saints and Falcons. I agree. 2-6 seems to be the ceiling. Yeah, 2-6 seems to be what I think is the ceiling. If you don't like Shell's profile pic, you a hater. Let him know. Let him know. Yeah, they had some problems they had to work out. They had some problems they needed to work out. It should have been together, but I understand why they did it separately. And neither of them won anything. Kind of sad. I kind of wanted McNabb to win a ring. Um, is what it is. Am I missing anything? Wish we could see. Let me go to the Raiders report just so I can see if they actually put anyone like actually out. No, they haven't declared anyone questionable, doubtful, anything. Crazy. Richie Incognito with an Achilles DMP limited. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Jason Witten is not even a factor. He is a failed commentator. Dude was horrible. This man was horrible in the booth. Jason Witten was dog meat in the booth. Other than that, Malik Collins, full play. That's cool. He's a good player, actually. I hope Nelson Aguilar gets full time. Hope he plays the whole game. Problematic, but yeah. K1 Short feels blessed. Don't doubt it, my brother. I didn't read the story. This story came out at 9. 42740. Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, he was disappointed. He didn't like that at all. He wants to see how he releases, top of his routes, how strong his hands are, stuff like that. You can't try to get too much because obviously he's with the pros now, with a pro quarterback, yada, yada, yada. You have to play with your technique and let that work for you instead of trying to go out there and make plays that aren't quite there because he's a guy who can put you out of position really fast, Jackson said. That's what I would say to him. I'm glad he realizes that though. I'm glad he realizes that though. I'm glad he said it though. I'm glad he said it. I had to say it. I'm glad I read this. He had a season where he feels like he needs to come back and dial in. He feels like, me feels like, I'm sure Hughes feels like, I'm sure the whole coaching staff feels like, I'm sure every fan feels like. Don't say where he feels like as if it's like, oh, he's getting really hard on himself. He's getting really down on himself. Like, hey, Dante, bro, it's gonna be okay, bro. Like, you don't have to be a hero, bro. It's gonna be straight. Like, you don't really have to. Hey, you tried your best. You're really putting that work, brother. Like, it's gonna be cool. Let me tell you something, Dante. Everybody feels like it. Everybody does feel like it. You see the game preview on NFL YouTube page? No, I didn't. I don't really like looking at other content, especially when it's on the subject matter that I'm gonna be talking about very soon. Like, that's why I don't watch a lot of other Panthers YouTuber stuff, because I might watch their stuff like way later, like a week or two after it comes out. But like, I don't watch what they put out. I don't watch streams or their videos because I don't want to influence what I think, or I might like subconsciously be recording and then like I say something that they said or repeat like a word or a phrase that I wouldn't usually use, and it's like, hold up, did I just hear this dude say this? Why is Shell saying this same exact thing? I did that when I was on the I think it was Panther Nation podcast like 2 years ago. They said they called a lot of our guys tweeners, and I would never have said that. I would never use that word. But I ended up using that word like twice in my videos, like a week after that. And I was watching the videos back, and I heard it. I was like, wait a minute, I would never say that shit. And it makes sense. Like, it was actually a smart thing they said. And the way they explained it, and the way I explained it, it made sense. But it was like not what I would usually say. So I don't like I don't like watching content now, or I can be a part of it, I guess, but I don't watch people's content anymore just because I don't want to, you know, accidentally say something that they might be saying. 3.9 yards per carry, 98.1. Yeah, that's a big problem. Whether it's Jermaine Carter or Jeremy Chin, uh, like I mentioned before, I don't think Jermaine Carter is, consistent 70% snap count starting linebacker skill wise ready. But there are some questions about about what you do at strong safety against Darren Waller if he lines up opposite of Jeremy Chin. You feel me? Uh, the big matchup is going to be you think it's going to be Henry Ruggs and Dante, but I'm really worried about what we do about Darren Waller. We've had some big problems covering the tight end spot for a couple years now against good tight ends. So I really want to see what we do against Darren Waller. But I think the obvious choice, you just have to play. You kind of have to play Jeremy Chin at linebacker. You get more value. Yeah, and the two dudes on, I forgot the name. I feel really bad forgetting their names. They're cool dudes though, but they're also both huge. They're huge wrestling fans. I still remember we were talking about how many times they've been to like wrestling events, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, all that shit. Like they were going in for a minute. This is before the stream even started. We are just talking about whatever, and he was talking about how they've just been to a bunch of wrestling events. So yeah, yeah. Zach Schaumler. Any thoughts? I have no idea who that is. Who is Zach Schaumler? Am I just out the loop? Is that someone for real? I don't know who Zach Schaumler is. Yeah, yeah. Mike Schofield getting the start is not bad. I would probably argue it might be better than Dennis Daly, but it's still a problem that Dennis Daly is hurt indefinitely. One 50K subs on YouTube. Oh, he's a YouTuber? Okay, that's probably why I don't know him. You'd be surprised how little YouTube I actually watch. I'm on YouTube a lot, but I'm not really watching too much YouTube. Royal Rumble '06. Was that the one that... No, that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one that Rey Mysterio won when he was the first one in there. Was that the one where Rey Mysterio was the first one in the Royal Rumble and he still won? Strong Opinion Sports. I kind of should branch out to talk about more than just the Panthers. I feel like I'd be kind of good at that. I feel like I could do more content than just the Panthers. Maybe not. That'd be a lot. Well, maybe since the NBA season, the draft's getting put back, and they don't even know when the NBA season is going to start. I might have a little bit more time than usual to branch out on more NFL content, just like bigger stories and whatnot. Not like every single story. I don't know though. Oh, '06 was Mysterio? Yeah. Yeah, that's a memorable one. That's a huge one. That was a huge one. Yeah. Oh, '05. Oh, it was '05. Cena and Batista? Okay. Well, I don't remember the year. I just remember it was around that time when Ray won that impossible one. Like that's ridiculous. Like utterly ridiculous. But yeah, '06 was Mysterio? Okay. Yeah, I have no clue. I remember that though. I have no clue at all how I remember that because I wasn't even a huge wrestling fan. or like not around then, like late '90s, early 2000s, yeah. But around that time, I wasn't as big of a fan of wrestling. But yeah, that was definitely a memorable one though. That was a huge one. But yeah, been at this for 2 hours. I think I might call it right now. Try to see what's going on with what we have in college football. You know, try to see what they up to. This was a good stream though. This is a really good stream. Talked about a lot. I'm gonna be back on. What was it? Strongman competition going on right now? This man is holding his keg up. This is ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna be on. I think I might do 11 to noon, and then get back on and talk about and live stream, live cast the Panthers game from 1 to 4, and get my thoughts as it's going on, and then just shoot my video right afterwards. What'll probably happen is I'm gonna live stream, but I don't actually do a post game. Like I probably won't do post game because I probably want to go straight into talking about get into the video to record my video. So yeah, I'm like a little distracted right now watching this game. But yeah, so tomorrow we have a big game, a big game, huge stream planned. Do I watch Just Adonis? No, not a lot, but I have watched stuff in the past, and I have I like what he does. I like what he does a lot. Raiders D allowed a pass rating of 103 last season, and Teddy B's was 153.8. We'll see how that works because a lot of that was the Saints scheme, and and we got to see exactly what our scheme's going to be, and we'll see if the Raiders defense has improved at all. But yeah, until tomorrow, y'all keep pounding, wash your hands, cover your face. If you in Raleigh, stay safe at all times. Those drivers are out there. You feel me? Like I mentioned, I'll say it again tomorrow, but we're gonna be live for a minute. Okay, we're gonna be live for a minute. So until then, y'all stay safe. We'll get y'all out of here.